Guys, what's up? And I'm going to be starting with priming my face for this mermaid look. I am just using some Differin Gel just to go over my acne spots. And then I'm going to come in with my Boscia primer and prime my entire face, including my eyelids and my lips. Then I'm coming in with my Makeup Forever HD foundation, and I'll have the actual color listed down below. I'm just going in with a very light coverage. I'm first going in with like 2 pumps on my beauty blender and spreading that out just to have a light coverage, and then I'm going to go in with another layer over top because I wanted it to be still coverage of like my pimples and my skin colorations and stuff like that, but not super coverage where it was like outrageous. So yeah, I'm just going to buff that in, and then I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape and really concealing my dark circles and the high points of my face. So my chin and then my forehead as well. I didn't do my nose, but you know. Then I'm just going to pounce that sucker in and really take it all the way up into my temples and across my eyes. And I'm also making sure I'm getting over the biggest pores, which are on my cheeks next to my nose. And then I'm going to come in and set it with my Laura Mercier powder, and I'm also going to be setting my entire face with that as well, just because I really want a nice base to keep everything going. I'm looking really pale. Then I'm going to take this, it's actually a hair stocking for wigs, but I'm using it as my netting for today. So I'm just trying to figure out the shape that I want the holes, essentially the fish scales, to look like. So I'm kind of moving it around. It depends on how big or how little you want them to be. And yeah, it kind of looked like I had a condom on my head. So now I'm going to come in with this fuchsia-ish pink color and this dark purple color and start to build up my fish scales here. So I'm layering the purple and pink down first, and then slowly starting to build up those colors to darker and lighter. So I made the purple at the top and the pink at the bottom, and then I'm just going to kind of blend them together until I have this beautiful color fusion going on. And I'm using the colors from the Morphe 35B palette. Feel free to use any type of colorful palette you want. This is just the one I had on hand, and there's some really nice pigment. So I'm taking more of that darker purple shade and just layering that where I feel it's necessary and blending it in. Now I'm going to take these 2 blue shades. The darker one has a little bit of shimmer in it, which I like because I'm not going to be using any glitter on my face. So I'm going to be mixing that in with the darker purple shade and kind of placing it where I think it looks best. So I kind of wanted to have almost like a rainbow effect of the purples and the blues together and just kind of have a really multi-dimensional mermaid colors going on. So I'm just placing that wherever I feel necessary and kind of building up the shape. Now I'm going to pull this fish netting down some more, and I'm going to be building a upside down triangle. So I'm mixing 2 purple shades here, and I'm going to slowly start tracing out of that triangle and deepening up the colors. I'm also connecting the triangle with the 2 side pieces on my forehead, just so it has some further dimension. I'm also going to be taking this tealish shade, and this is just, again, bring in some more dimension without putting straight blue onto my forehead. So I'm just going to be mixing that in with the purple and again working it to get the colors I want. I'm out of breath. Now I'm going to be taking this green color, little dusting that off, and then again trying to get that shape and the colors the right way I want. So I'm just going to be continuing to build that and mix it in with the purple and the blue. And then I'm going to go in with that shimmery blue shade and get that on the center tip of that triangle. And brushing strokes up to connect it with the other colors in the purple. And then I'm going to be taking that first fuchsia shade I chose and connecting the top of the triangle with those 2 side pieces. And that triangle is done. Same with the forehead. So I'm using the same color scheme for every piece of my face. So it's really going to be using the same 3 or 4 or 5 colors that you want. Now moving on to my cheeks. It looks really weird, but like whatever. So I'm going with my same contouring shape that I normally go for, and I'm following my cheekbones, and I'm first layering that fuchsia color to get the colors going, and I'm really pile driving that on, as weird as that sounds, and I'm going into where the hollow parts of my cheekbone are too, so we can create some more dimension when we add the further colors later on. I'm also starting to fade it out, and then I'm going to add the blue into the hollow parts of my cheekbone and connect that up with my temples. So I'm just going to blend this in. I'm using a flat top brush here. I thought it packed on a little bit more color, so I continued to use that. And then just blending out where I feel it's necessary. And then I'm continuing to pile on different colors of the purple and the pink, so I can have that rainbow effect through those different colors. And then I'm going to add like another scaly spot. I wanted to have a ripple effect of both natural quote-unquote skin and then like the mermaid from underneath. So that's why I'm doing little patchwork here. So I'm combining that purple fuchsia and the blue and just making out whatever shape you want. I kept it in kind of like elongated oval, more or less, but feel free to either leave it as like a couple of scales or like one long slit, whatever you feel is necessary. And then I'm just dragging that up and just kind of blending it out with the rest of my skin. And then for my chin here, I'm taking that same fuchsia shade again and applying that more or less all over my entire chin and kind of onto the bottom, continuing onto my neck. And I'm just going to be blending that out until I feel it's necessary. So I'm kind of pushing my tongue into my gum line so that I can have a flatter surface to work on, because I don't want too many gaps between the fishnet and my skin, so that the imprint is really in there, if you know what I mean. Then I'm maybe taking that same blue again and just layering that down. And then mixing the pink and the blue together kind of gives you a little purple, so it works out in both favors. So do as much or as little as you want. It's up to you. But I thought this was kind of fun, so I completely went full color. And then I'm taking this brush here and I'm just kind of like patting it into my skin just so that the colors really stay in place. And that is the fish scales. That's the other side too. Now I'm just going to do my brows. I was showing you between soft brown and blonde, but I ended up choosing soft brown. So I went for some really thick, chunky brows this time because I really wanted them to stand out. And now I'm just carving them out some more with my Tarte Shape tape. So I made them really fluffy and really big and really elaborate, but I really thought it worked because there's so much color going on here that I wanted something very strong on my face. So before this kind of got cut out here, but I ended up taking that light pastel purple shade and just carved out a triangle following my eye shape to create the start of my eyeshadow here. And then I kind of winged it up a little bit, but I decided I didn't really like that. So I kind of erased it later and like smudged it out with some white and my finger. But here I'm just kind of buffing it out and buffing that fuchsia shade into my lash line and kind of creating a cat eye. Then I'm going to go in with that same blue shade as always, packing that onto a flat brush and kind of cutting it in along my crease and my lid. So this doesn't have to be perfect because necessarily you're under the sea. So like it's up to you on how clean and how messy you really want it. I kind of liked it. I think it turned out really well. It's not really entirely messy, but you get the feel. Then I took that deeper purple shade and kind of lined my outer wing with it just to kind of create more of a cat shape and kind of continuing it up. And then I took that along my waterline as well and just kind of smoked it out. yeah. Then I decided for some reason to stroke it up into my brow. I don't know why, but I was mixing the purple and the blue there, but I decided it looked like shit, so I went over it with some white and kind of cleaned it up. And that was cleaning up also the act from before that I messed up. Oh well. It's up to your discretion on how you want to do things. So I'm just kind of cleaning it up here, and then yeah, that was my other eye too. I'm just going to apply some mascara generously before I move on to my false lashes. I'm using Lancome mascara today. I'm also doing my lower lashes too to really get it smoked out with that purple. So no lashes and lashes. These are the Velour The Edge lashes. I'm going to be taking my Anastasia Glow Kit, and I'm using this bright white shade and the next beige shade next to it. I'm going to be highlighting my entire face, essentially. I really want to get every single high point of my face and blame it up. So I'm going to be taking this ColourPop highlighter as well, and this is in Smokin Whistle, and this one really brings magic to the show. So I'm putting that on my temples, above my brow bone, a little bit on my forehead, my cheekbones, and really getting it on my nose and Cupid's bow and lip area. I really want the attention to be on those shiny parts of my face because they will attract a lot of light, which is totally necessary on Halloween. So as you can see, I'm really adding a lot of that on there, but completely in love with it. Oh yes. And then I added a little bit down my neck too, and if you're wearing a sleeveless shirt, make sure to put it on your collarbones. So for lips, I'm going in with this Juicy Tubes Lancome, what's the word? Lip gloss. And then I'm coming in with this ColourPop Beeper liquid lip, and I'm just adding a little bit to the center and then buffing it in with my finger just to have a really nice nude lip gloss and lipstick combo, but without the super harsh finish of a liquid lip. Then I went in with a little bit more of that lip gloss, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!